Jack it up. Jack it up.
Alrighty. All 90 already. Let's see what's going on today. As you can see, we have a special guest. Actually, you guys can't see, right? We have a special guest today. Ooh. Hello. She's always ready to eat. Can you guys hear me? Whoever is here? Is my audio clear enough? Let me get an Ayo. It's a beautiful Saturday, and I hope everybody is having a good one. For everybody that will be tuning in later, it's nice to have you guys, just chilling out with me, enjoying the content. I never thought that I would be streaming and doing these kind of things, but here I am. Well, actually, I did think that, but I didn't think I'd be doing it for real. So, hey, thanks guys. Hey, Prox, my brother from another mother. He's one of my students, one of my best friends. We all hanging out. Yeah, we're just chilling out, bro. Thank you guys. Thank you for the happy birthday. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I will be having a lot more streams. I'm actually going to be streaming games and stuff as well too. So we're going to be doing this thing, all of us. I see Dimitri. Thank you. Happy birthday. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is something I have been putting up, trying to do for some time now. So I'm glad to actually be able to do it. How is the audio? What's the audio like for you guys? Is it good or is it bad? This is my first stream, so I'm figuring out everything. Later on, I'll be doing more streams, games and whatnot. I'm just here to chill out today, not to really do anything in particular. Thank you for the happy birthday. Check out the links down below. Of course, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe for Mila. Look at her. She needs your subscribe, guys. Look. Mila. She's like, what's that? What's wrong? What do you got for me? I don't have anything for you, baby. I'm sorry. All right, you know what I do? Let me give you a treat. Check it. You guys don't want to subscribe for this cat? You guys don't want to give this cat a like? Really? It's a cat. Who doesn't want to give a cat a like? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's our special guest and our co-host. I think she'll be co-hosting with us for quite some time. Audio is good. Nice. Thank you. That's nice. Good feedback. You know what? Maybe since we're chilling out, it's just how many of us? 7 of us. You know what? We're just going to chill out the way we chill out because it's just us, right? Woo! All right. So, first thing we're going to be doing today, guys, we're going to be looking at some Bitcoin price action. I mean, come on, right? And as we can see here, we got good old Biddy doing things we don't want her to do. We got Biddy doing things we don't want her to do. Right? Yesterday we saw a wick straight down to 42,000 Boneros. 42,000 Boneros. How are you guys feeling about that one? I will tell you, I was clenching. I was like, oh my God! Thanks. I'm glad that you like the lighting. When I saw that 42K drop, I was like, God damn! I know somebody want to kill themselves right now. You guys know how it is. Listen, this is crypto, right? I mean, if you ain't get here for the dips, you ain't really doing crypto. And I always tell my students, if you're not feeling the pain, you're not gonna get the gains. That's how it is. I came into crypto in 2017. Let's look at what happened to Bitcoin in 2017. This is 2020. All of this is 2020, 2018. Let me show you guys, right? This is 2017. I came into crypto October of that year. So I came into crypto. Actually, my friend Eric, if you're watching, shout out to you for introducing me to crypto, buddy. But I came into crypto around like maybe around here, like September, October. So you know, Bitcoin was about 3,000, 2,000. You know, very cheap. You know, but I mean, cool. Shout out to the guys who got in when Bitcoin was like, oh my god. A dip to them today don't mean anything, you know, like dip. They're like, what dip? It's just a regular pullback. You know, they don't care about anything. Yeah, so I got into crypto 2017, about September, so yeah, about here, October, September. Yo, I bought Potcoin. You guys know Potcoin? You know what? We have a stream, so we can literally look at it if we want, right? But I'm not gonna check Potcoin on it. But you know, when you bought around this time, everybody thought their investments was gold. You know, you thought everything you bought was going up to high heavens. So yeah, I bought Potcoin. I got into this. I got into Verge, XRP, not XRP, Tron. Tron gave me like a 24x or something. You know, I'm on top of the world. You know, I'm climbing up to the. You know, at this point, I think I'm king. And you know what? At this point, I had only made like $17,000 in crypto. At the last, actually, no, that's not true. It was a lot more, but it was only 17,000 that I think, actually, you know what? I actually can't remember. Yeah, I think it was 17,000. I turned 17,000 into, I think I turned $100 into $17,000 in that run. And to me, that was everything. You know, I was, because I mean, when you're coming from that kind of background I came from, you don't have that money. You know, you're not rolling in the dough. You know, I came from Trinidad and Tobago. You see that flag right there? That's a Trinidad and Tobago flag, right? Not that Trinidad and Tobago is poor, because some of my Trinidad and Tobago friends be getting mad when I say, oh, I came from Trinidad and Tobago. But oh my God, bro, it's different. All right. It's not America. But at the same point in time, Trinidad is beautiful. So it has its ups and downs, right? But I didn't come with the dough, right? I didn't come with the money. So for me to just turn that money, $100 into $17,000, I was, I'm good. In my head, I'm thinking I'm the king. You can't touch me. Nobody can touch me. I can't touch me. I'm too hot for myself. I'm burning. You see? So when I see this, when I was up here, I was like, yeah, this is it. But then what? What happened right after? Everybody knows. The faded Bitcoin death, right? We went straight down. All the way down. And my wealth, not only did Bitcoin collapse, my investment at the time was eating the most amount of booty. Like it wasn't regular booty. I'm talking about like booty. Okay? So, guys, this is what I'm talking about, the pain. The pain. You go through pain in crypto. This is crypto, right? Actually, I will say though that I'm not gonna act like I know it all or whatever. That's definitely not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is what we know crypto to be. And if we check, this dip did catch me by surprise. I mean, I was expecting something like, I think I was expecting something like 50, if that much, maybe like 51. Yeah, I was thinking like 51, 52, then it's gonna bounce from there. But then this thing said, nope, we're going straight down to straight down to 42. I mean, to be real, I was just like, God damn! God damn! You know what I'm saying? Woo. It was a lot. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. You know? But again, if you think that crypto is over, I don't think you understand what you're in for. Because Bitcoin has never been at the place it's at right now today. It's never been here. We are we got a lot more comments. Thank you for the happy birthday. I have the beholder, my brother, my friend, my fellow Origin Trail content NFT creator. How you doing, bro? I hope you guys are good. Thank you for joining the stream. I definitely support. Go check his stuff out. I have the beholder. He makes some of the greatest NFT Origin Trail NFTs. And he even made an NFT out of me. It just popped up. I don't know. It just popped up. So guys, go check his stuff out. Hey, Guinness-Stash GT, my brother. Thank you for the happy birthday. Long time supporter. Very soon we're going to be doing this together. Huh? Oh, wait. Did I spoil that? Yeah, thank you guys for the happy birthday. So yeah, as I was saying, if you think that Bitcoin is dead here, even if Bitcoin goes straight down to 28K, if you think Bitcoin is dead, you're nuts. You're nuts. It's never been as adopted as it is today. It's never been utilized in the way it's being used today. We've never seen so many governments buying into crypto, so many private entities buying into crypto, so many private entities buying into track. You know what I'm saying, guys? We're talking Walmart, Home Depot, Target, Costco, boy, you name it. These are government, these are private organizations govern global markets. Okay, guys? And they're into crypto. Oh, Mila, where you going? She just jumped off. You guys want to see? She just jumped off. She was just out of here. She's like, I'm gone, bro. You're talking too much. All right, she don't want to be a special guest anymore, I guess. But yeah, we've never seen this level of adoption before. So to think that crypto is dead, you're sadly mistaken. And again, I'm not saying we won't pull back. I'm not making a price prediction. I'm just saying Bitcoin, crypto as itself, blockchain technologies, it is definitely here to stay. Yeah. Sorry, my cat was going to pull the whole stream out. I don't know what's wrong with her. Thank you guys for the happy birthday. Happy birthday. What do I think about Mediblock? I will look into Mediblock. In fact, we can hop into we can take a look at it live. But let me just get over this section here. So yeah, let's take a look at track. Let's see what track is doing. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Because track is definitely in a downward trend right now. Yeah, something like this, straight down. You see it? By the way, I'm no TA expert, but I'm just showing like the trend. It's like heading down. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, relative to Bitcoin, relative to what we expected track to be a year ago, or whatever track was. Let me show the track Bitcoin. Whatever track, what was track? Like literally track was sub 1,000 sats. Not even a year ago. Let's go back a year. Today's what? The 4th of December. Yeah. Let's check my birthday last year, right? Actually, my birthday last year might have been a pump because we were on the BSI pump, right? No, my birthday last year we had already dropped off. Yeah, so my birthday last year we were like 900 sats. About. We have done some growth. So I mean, you can be mad, you can be sad, but crypto is gonna be crypto, and I really feel glad about the progress that we've been making in crypto so far, especially with track. And I expect greater things to come out of this for sure. Let's go through some of these. Yeah, I am the beholder remembers Potcoin. I know why you remember Potcoin. You know why? Because we both light it up. So hey, thanks for the happy birthday, Dave. Thanks for the happy birthday, Luku. Thanks for the happy birthday, David. When NFT music, I definitely will be doing some NFT music. It's coming out very soon. I already, actually somebody in this chat is the person that said, yo, Amos, you need to do some NFT music. And to be honest with you, I agree. You guys, in fact, maybe we could start talking about some things I plan to do on the Chill Zone. Right? Yeah, so I do plan to do some further. Oh, whoa. We have the brother man, Ziga, in the chat. Oh my God. Am I a celebrity or what? With my 13 viewers. Ha! Hey! Thanks for the happy birthday, Ziga. Yeah, so I will be doing like more podcasts, more videos for you guys, a lot more content. So what I'm trying to do is really move in this direction, because I mean, I can be successful in, you know, in the traditional world and whatnot, but honestly, I've never been that type of guy. For the long-term vision, I mean. Of course, it's very important, and I'm not, you know, people need to do what you gotta do. You gotta live. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat, you do that. But, you know, for me, I definitely am ready to move into this direction. But Bitcoin, of course, is telling me, Amos, you guys see what Bitcoin is trying to tell me, right? Bitcoin is like, Amos, thou shalt never retire. You will never, ever retire. But I'm telling Bitcoin, you're wrong. No, because for me personally, I really believe that crypto is just set in stone. This technology is just set in stone. This market itself is just set in stone. So I don't know. It just, Mila, if you do not get over here. For some reason, my cat finds it very convenient to lay right where my internet cable is, and she would love to pull it out, wouldn't she? Yeah, so yeah, as you can see what Bitcoin is doing here. Bitcoin is trying to tell me no, but I have my treasures stored up, so all is well. So yeah, this for me is really what I want to do. I want to move forward with streaming. I want to move forward with making gaming content, working with the Origin Trail community in particular. Because if you guys have been looking at Origin Trail Club, let's head over into that right now, actually. Yeah, the Origin Trail community proposal. This is very interesting because what this is going to allow us to do is really initiate these ideas that we have as community members and then pursue it. Of course, I already saw some people talking about Origin Trail DAO. That's all I'm going to say. So this is really the foundation of something much bigger, and it was started by none other than Tom, which you guys know, Boom. So, well, what we're about to release was initially created by Boom, but we added some ideas, some iterations onto that. And when we're done with this product, what it's going to be is a full-fledged ecosystem for everyone to participate and be able to make these decisions and offer ideas and also build upon the technical framework. So it's not just about gather. I'm trying to tell you guys as much as I can without revealing the surprise, you know. This cat, man. All right, I'm gonna have to put her out because she is really starting to annoy me now. Come here. 1 second, guys. She definitely is not being good today. Come on, out you go. Bye. All right. Now I can be alive again, huh? Whoa. All right. Yeah. So this initiative is really cool because first of all, it's nothing like it in the Origin Trail community right now. And it comes bundled with a lot of other resources that the Origin Trail community can leverage. So it's not just about openly contributing to some technical code base or just about funding these different ideas, right? And doing these different things with these proposals, right? There's also another element of collaboration. And of course, as we dive deeper into releasing more details about Project One and what this really is and the true scope of this project and how great it is for the Origin Trail community, I think you guys will appreciate what's being built. And we have some team members here. As you can see, this is Tom right here. We have Yako. I don't think I ever pronounced his name right. Then we have Luku, of course, your boy, and Captain Kirk. We both serve on the Origin Trail Task Force committee, which maybe as I'm streaming, I can talk to you guys about those things, give you what those experiences are like. So we have these meetings, right before some releases and whatnot, in terms of technical releases come out and updates. The team usually works with the staff floor, the task force members to get their ideas and opinions on what the community may be feeling, what the community may be thinking, right? So it's our job to really represent the holistic view or outlook of the community, and we also focus on making sure that the community gets what it wants. Because when you think about it, regardless of what the core team is building, they can have any idea they want. That's great. That's awesome. But if the community doesn't co-sign it, and if the community doesn't align with it, well, you just lost all the power that makes your dreams come true in this particular product, because it's so based on people, it's so based on ecosystem, it's so based on participation, and incentivizing participation of other people, that if you do anything to dissuade that, it's a big hit to the overall trajectory of the ecosystem. So things like this is very important in my opinion, and this is going to be led by us, the community. We're doing this. No one is I suppose I would say God over this project. I will say that the team donated and helped, but that's all been, that's very transparent, and we still taking donations from the community. This is all the community. The team funded the core infrastructure, the illustration. This was all by the community, and look at this one here. This is all community funds, and we've hit 73% of this milestone. I haven't checked the latest results, so it's probably even more than that now. Who knows, right? So this is the kind of power that the community is already showing, and we haven't even gotten the things that we want to release out yet. And it's coming very soon, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. Very soon, you're going to be seeing a lot of these things coming to life, and then you will see the beauty that the community team, the Origin Trail community team, is building. By the way, speaking of the Origin Trail community team, I saw a lot of people wanting to get into the Origin Trail community team. Well, there's a lot to be done there. There's a lot of work to be done for everyone. So anyone with any sort of skills, like I have the Beholder, he does a lot of NFT content and those sort of artwork. We're already in a group with him, and the plan is to expand this over time. So it's not just gonna be me and these 6 guys. It's gonna be the whole, lots of different branches of the community, and you guys doing whatever you want with these different things. So the wallet is not controlled by any single person. It's all of us. So there's no way we're gonna take the money and run off or anything like that. And also this will be expanded and increased, maybe as time goes on, based on the community consensus and whatnot. So that'll be up to you guys to discover and figure out how you want to play with the market, play with the project. So yeah, of course you guys already know how to support the community hub project. For me, I really, really, really appreciate what you guys have been doing already, because honestly, I don't think, even when we started this initiative, I don't think we even expected you guys to show so much love. I mean, of course I expected you guys to at least support, but you guys have really been showing some love, and I know that there's a lot more. As soon as you guys see what we're building here, I know that you guys will be ready to support even more. So thank you guys for that, for real, no jokes, for real. That really helps a lot, especially what we want to do in terms of marketing and video content for the community. Oh man, it's gonna be fun. I think it's just gonna be a fun experience for all of us. So yeah, very excited about that. Now, in terms of, I think I wanted to talk to you guys about something else, right? I think I wanted to talk to you guys about something else. Okay. Oh, let me just check the questions. Yep. Ziga said, hope you're all enjoying your weekend. I for sure am. I hope you are. Dave said, why are you retiring? What do you know that we don't? What do you mean? What do I know that you don't? This is crypto. I'm telling you, I have a strong belief that Bitcoin, crypto, this whole ecosystem is here to stay. And we are seeing the evidences of that by the sort of adoption Origin Trail is getting. When Bitcoin rose to 20,000 in December 2017, we didn't have Walmart, Home Depot, the US Customs, Border and Protections leveraging decentralized technologies via the Origin Trail system, decentralized network. Like, these things didn't exist. You know, we didn't have this sort of foundation that Bitcoin has today. We didn't have McDonald's releasing NFTs. We didn't have any of these big businesses. I have co-workers reaching out to me like, what is an NFT? But they're all trying to build. It's no longer like, oh, that's gonna blow up, that's a scam and blah, blah, blah. It's more like, how do I build? That's the new perspective. So for me, even if Bitcoin does retrace a little bit, I think it's not going to go to any sort of detrimental level or state where you can't live or survive or thrive in the ecosystem. But of course, I am just one man and I do not know everything. This is just my opinion. So I want to move in the direction of retirement. I'm moving in the direction of retirement because, well, at least not traditional retirement, because I'm going to be working. I don't even want to say it's retirement because I'm going to be working even more when, you know, I'm doing this sort of stuff. It's actually going to be more work for me. It's going to be more work. So for me, I don't really think it's retirement. I'm just focusing on what I want to do. And what I want to do is build this out. I think that I could help a lot more people in a very real way. Like today, Caribbean people, Trinidad and Tobago, you know, they don't have access to a lot. They don't have access to Coinbase. You know, they don't have access to a lot of the things that we just take for granted every day in America. They don't have access to a lot of educational resources on the topic either. Who's bringing that to them? And I'm not saying like Trinidad is locked off from the world. That's definitely not what's going on. I am in America right now from Trinidad. Trinidad is it's the richest Caribbean island. Let's be clear, you know. But at the end of the day, it's still a Caribbean island, and it still doesn't have all the resources that the rest of the world does. And the level of mind, the talent and skill that you see there, I am a regular guy there. Yeah, think about that. So why not just open it up to everybody? This crypto is the one thing I say. This is the one field I think it doesn't matter. All the degrees and all that nonsense. Not that degrees are nonsense, but if there are certain fields in which degrees are total nonsense and they're scams, I think nobody can deny that. So this is the one time, this is the one place, this is the one field, this is the one area, this is the one era, one space and time where you can just say, hey, I am going to change everything about my past, my history, my generational, you know, whatever, traumas and whatever, everything. You can flip that switch today. That is an opportunity I think everyone should take seriously. And that's what I'm doing. Which is why I want to go in this direction. I'm taking that seriously. Curious about how and when you found out about Origin Trail. You have been here for ages. I found out about Origin Trail from my dear buddy Guinness Stash, actually. Let me see if I can. This guy, Guinness Stash. So what happened was we were in this project Elastos together. That was the product I told you burned to death with all of my money in 2017 and further. And so we were recovering from that horrible experience, and he was talking to me about Origin Trail for quite some time. When I say quite some time, I mean quite some time. In fact, it was so much so that I do believe I even on my channel, right? I covered it like once. I covered it like once, and then yeah, like if you look at my channel here, I was covering a whole bunch of like other tokens, like Quant, Ultra. This is when I covered. So all of these blew up. Constellation. I was talking about UOS, and I just talked about Track once, that one time, because I was actually talking about Quant the entire time. I switched from Elastos, and I really liked Quant because I thought it was going to blow up. I bought Quant at like $1 or $2, and I was telling everybody then, Quant is going to blow up. Look at their managing director. Look at their board, right? And look at their technology. I thought the interoperability was really well done at Quant. That's what I was thinking. So Ace was like, dude, no, you need to look at Origin Trail. So when I looked at Origin Trail, and then I understood the power of decentralization. There are a lot of people at Quant who will tell you decentralization doesn't matter. It's just about getting the interoperability out there. And once the governments have access to your layer, they're going to use it. That's great in certain areas. Centralization is great in certain areas. The lack of open source is great for certain people and certain systems. But when I was I'm looking for that boom, dan, dada, your mama gone grada. That don't mean anything, by the way. Don't Google it. It doesn't mean anything. I just made that up. So I'm looking for that. So when I understood the power of decentralization and what open source technology stacks do, and what today traditional systems like GS1 already operate from the open source mentality, I realized that, yo, this is a different ball game we're talking about. Totally different ball game. One can literally consume the globe, and it's the one that's open source. Now, is Quant powerful? Quant is amazing. I think I still today tell people Quant will continue to succeed. I do not see Quant failing. All right, it's an amazing project. But in terms of what Origin Trail is doing relative to interoperability, I do not think there's any comparison. There's not even an inch of comparison. Especially when you leverage the decentralized knowledge graph and you can implement semantics with interoperability and the open source nature. Oh my God, come on. What's the discussion? Where? Come on, right? So it's about how these different technology stacks work together and how they play out in the long term. And my gamble is that the open source decentralized technology stack is 1000% superior for the interoperability use case, hands down. I don't see any questions. I don't see any arguments that will make me change my mind on that. So, but I was covering Quant for some time, and by the way, not preface that because I said it already. I say after, I still do love Quant. I still do enjoy Quant. I still do think they're going to be great. So for me, it's not about like setting up a party. I think Quant has a very particular use case, and I think that the people that will be interested in Quant are very, 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 very big hitters of a very big scale, very big magnitude. So I don't think it's something to be taken lightly either. I think it deserves its respect. So I'm not just going to say Quant is this, Quant is that. It deserves respect. But for this use case, we're talking about interoperability and all of that, there's no competition. Origin Trail is at a whole different level. I moved from covering Quant, and then I moved into Origin Trail. So Guinness Stash GT was really the person that opened that door for me to really start thinking about Origin Trail. So I covered it once. I was just like, hey, this little video here. Let's check it out actually. This concept is amazing as it will not require organizations to do a complete overhaul of their technological infrastructure, but allow projects to adopt tracked seamlessly. Unlike new blockchain projects, Origin Trail has been around since 2011, when their traceability solution for organic beef supply chain was established. Track, or Origin Trail, has since been completing milestone after milestone, proving
That is
that
so
they are
true.
not
Listen, that is one thing I love about Origin Trail. They're still today. It's the same way. Dude, what other project has to release 10 different roadmaps? But not because it's switching around the timelines. Well, there is some switching around going on there. I see you guys. But at the same point in time, they complete all of them, but it's 10 different expanded roadmaps. And each one, trust and believe, it gets done. But they keep expanding the shit. Like, I have never seen a project in crypto this effective. You know, like, I mean, of course, some of the things they add, it extends the wait because, of course, you have to build out these new infrastructure. But the payoff is then so much damn greater. But there comes a point in time where you just want to get it running and you just want to feel great. You know, you just want everything to see the beauty of everything. And that's coming soon. So I'm very excited. But to see where they're coming from here,
a fly-by-night project,
oh my gosh, man,
with an established infrastructure. The one, introducing interoperability and data integrity.
So this is why I was talking about Origin Trail interoperability. So I mentioned this. I mentioned this a year ago.
Between IT systems, significant Origin Trail facing.
But this was, to me, just a general overview. I was still focused on, you know, expanding. So this is when I started. This right here, this video here, is when, oh, look, I'm wearing the same shirt. That's hilarious. Anyway, this here is when, and if you mind it, I started initially thinking about reaching out to Caribbean people. I really wanted to make content that addressed my Caribbean brothers and sisters, right? So this one is definitely that. But I didn't really find a way to keep it sustainable, meanwhile still producing my other content. So that it just needed more time. I just needed more time. So this is now allowing for me to do all of that. That's what I'm saying to you guys. I think that now I will be able to really get what I want to do. You know, I'm able to do it now. Yeah, but
in chocolate or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I covered Origin Trail for a little bit, and then I hopped into Origin Trail in a big way when, guess who? Bottom Shoulder. Yo, if you guys know my Chill Zone chat in my Chill Zone Telegram, Bottom Shoulder, he hopped into my Telegram with Guinness Stash, and he was telling me about GS1. And at the time, I was still caught up on Quant because I'm like, bro, Quant has Guy Dietrich from the Rockefeller Foundation on the Managing Director board. I'm like, this interoperability layer is really cool. I didn't like the centralization, but I still loved that they would still introduce a sense of hyper decentralization because they're allowing you to use decentralized changes. Just that they're kind of the bottleneck a little bit. But at the end of the day, Quant, I was still Bottom Shoulder. He was like, dude, you need to check GS1. And I was like, what the f is GS1? I don't know what the hell GS1 is. And quite frankly, a lot of people don't, and you use their stuff every day. You can't get by it. So once I understood that, that's when the GS1 connection video dropped. Boom. And I started then I started researching more, and then I tweeted it, and then when I started, then I'm like, all right, the project is solid, the infrastructure, the technology is god tier. I just didn't really know what the team was like, but Ace GT, right? He had been telling me that the team was great and they're really nice people, and I should, take a look. And I was like, because I had just came off a really rough patches with teams. I had lost like faith in really crypto teams. I didn't really trust teams. I would see the project, I'd invest, but I don't really give a damn about like
building with anyone, because that I had just got out of that experience and I was through that. I was over that. I was done with that. All of you those ELA people, you know that. I was done. So when I made that video and saw Ziga's response and what he did with the video, and I saw that the team was very interactive actually and genuinely cared, and not just those things, because sometimes you have teams that do care, they interact, but they still don't know how to follow through, and you don't see any follow through, and you're just always in this constant state of like in the middleness, or you're constantly in the middle where you don't know how to feel about them, you know? Right. They kind of absolved that by being genuine. You could genuinely see that they were genuine. So that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to keep an eye on this project. I will invest. And then I started going a little bit deeper into it with the community, you know, talking with Guinness Dash, talking with Millian. Actually, I think my couple first conversations with Millian was very positive, and that's what led me to think that, all right, maybe this community is different from others. And it was true, because the ordinary community, the ones who know how to think, they definitely are above average. And there's a lot more of them than I would say in other communities. Now, I was surprised by the Radix community. That's ERD or whatever. That community, they surprised me a lot with the level of education over there. They were actually really interesting. That was an interesting community. But yeah. So once I saw that, I was like, yeah, Origin Trail is where I want to be. This is the place I want to build. But I wasn't totally sold yet, because I was still, you can even ask Ace, ask GT. I'm like, I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure if I'm sold on Origin Trail. I'm still not sure if I'm sold on track. Like, you know, we were talking back and forth because I really wanted to make the move, because he was convincing me to go into Origin Trail the same way I was before with this other project. And I just wasn't sure. So when over time, I was like, yo, I watched his video on YouTube, his video about explaining the Origin Trail decentralized network and how it worked. I knew nothing about the network until I watched his video. Then I understood what it really did. Then I understood how it differed from Quant. And then I was like, all right, the technology is there too. So that's when I was really, 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 really convinced, when I started understanding more about the tech and who they're already connected to with GS1. And then I started understanding BSI. Then I started understanding that 95% of pharmaceutical companies already use BSI. Then I was like, people are major sleeping. They are knocked out. They are like on drugs. Some sort of drugs. Some sort of drugs. Some sort of drugs. So I went in, never looked back. And that was one of the single best decisions of my life. You know, one thing somebody said to me, and I won't say the name because I don't want the person to get thought of as like some sort of financial advisor. He's not. But he said, think of Origin Trail like this. Origin Trail is an opportunity to print as much money as you want. I sat back. I literally, no shit. No, I'm not kidding you guys. I literally thought about that in my decision-making process. I was like, that if we know what crypto is, and as I started understanding the technology more, and I saw how real it is, the technology, and then I compare his statement constantly with the technology stack as I was learning, and I'm like, son of a bitch! Damn! Okay, he's right. He's right. So I pulled the trigger. So people look at me like I am not like this big guru, this wizard that knows everything. I work with people, and people give me good ideas. They say things, and then it hits me, and I'm like, damn. And then I bring it to you guys as I think about it more, because now I wouldn't say that I know more, but I definitely know a lot about the ecosystem, that to the point where I can create the courses and whatnot, or the trail. And I bring so much of this value right back to you guys. And as I told you guys before, I have not been monetizing any of these videos. So, shit, I just realized I didn't even look into doing that before I started my stream. So I'm probably still not going to make any money. But who cares, right? So yeah, I'm just glad that we're actually here doing this thing together, to be honest with you. I'm more excited than mad than anything. To me, this is just going to be such a great growing experience, and I'm thankful for that. So, I keep forgetting to check the comments. Let's check the comments. Happy birthday, Amos. Thank you. Damn, track consistency. Happy birthday. Sorry I was late. Thank you for coming up. Yes. Actually, funny enough, I found Quant before Enzo. Goku and them saying that. I found Quant before Enzo. I am Enzo's Enzo. Okay? I'm Enzo's Enzo. I found Quant before Enzo. I found Ikomi before actually again. Somebody from the Quant community actually linked me Ikomi, and his name is Quantillionaire. I actually cited him in that video. I looked into Ikomi, and he was talking about this Omi thing, and I checked it out. I'm like, I took a look, and I'm like, why is nobody looking at this? So I took a look, and then I checked it out even more. And when I started seeing all these brands, I'm like, is this token going 100x or 1000x? I kept saying that to myself while I was reading. And that ended up being the title of the video. In fact, let's check it out. Let's check it out right here. Where's my Ikomi video? Where is it? Here, right here. I was literally thinking to myself as I was making this video.
I'm just gonna go over any token that I deem.
Is this shit gonna 1000x or 100x? I don't know. Then I said, boom, that's my title. Will this token 100 or 1000x? Put it up there. Ikomi blew the heck up. I'm salty about Ikomi though. I see yeah, DAG was another one I was covering at like 1 cent, 2 cents, I think, even before then. Even their CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, Diggles or something, he even sent me a tip for my video on this one. He was like, great presentation, I love what you're doing. And he sent me a tip. He gave me like a $50 tip or something like that. Pretty dope. At that time, again, I wasn't making any money. So $50 was a lot, you know, it was great. I appreciated that a lot. I wasn't mad about it. I told him thank you, and I really appreciate it. But I wasn't doing it for the money, you know? Yeah, so just great times ahead. Great things. Yeah, do I see Track as a top 10 project 10 years out? I do not see Track as a top 10 project 10 years out. I see Track as a top 3 project 10 years out. I don't expect anything less than top 3 in 10 years. That sounds like a bold statement, but to me it's not. It's really not. I expect Track to be top 3 in 10 years. Yes, I'm saying that. The heck? This is the DKG. In 3 years, 4 years, this thing is going to be at billions upon billions of assets in the DKG. Billions. The new asset KPI, we're going to be at around $1 billion within 2 years. There's going to be billions of assets on the DKG. In 10 years, yes, I expect Track to be top 3. Origin Trail is going to be one of, I don't think you guys can see. Origin Trail is going to be one of the top projects, most utilized protocols in Web3 history. You heard it here first. Yes, Track, I expect it to be top 3 in 10 years. I hope. Oh yeah, this is my drum set. This is why I produced that drum video for you guys on. Birthday plans. I do not have any birthday plans, to be honest with you. I just plan to be here with you guys and hang out. That was my plan. After this, I'm probably... Oh, wait. Let me get the music flowing again, right? Yeah, after this, I am probably just going to chill out, you know. As we discussed, guys, let's take a look at the price action as we chill out. Bitcoin is doing its thing. That ain't gonna stop. We're already seeing some sort of a relief bounce, but it could go straight back down. Like this relief pump right here, this could break straight down to like 43. Who knows? So at the end of the day, you gotta, if you're ready for that decision, you're ready for that play. But I definitely don't think crypto is going that direction. Or at least not for any long-term sense. It might tip and touch. Like for example, we touched 42 yesterday, right? We could go right back there, bounce again, go back up, could go sideways for here, who knows? But for me, my plan today is just to really chill out with you guys. How long have we been streaming? An hour? I do plan to play some games as well. I don't know if you guys are into some gaming streams, but yeah. It seems like someone dumped track a little bit today, just now as the stream started. So that's all right. For me, again, Origin Trail is, for me, I think going to be one of the strongest projects in crypto, like hands down. So we've already seen some crazy growth, especially for you guys that's been here since like the KuCoin hack and all of that. Some of you guys been here since we were sub 10 cents. I've been here since we were sub 1 cent. So yeah, it's just really I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking about it like, damn, we really came such a long way. Such a short space of time, you know? It's like, I remember one time I was like, I can't wait for this baby to go live on XDAI. I was so hype about that. That came and gone. And we're going straight on to V6 into even greater and bigger things. Now we're looking global. We're looking super global! So yeah. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna see is probably some side reaction. That's just my guess. And again, remember, I'm no TA guy, I'm no expert. But I definitely think we're gonna go sideways here and then bark up. That's what I think. In the like, you see how we barred this is what I'm basically saying. You see this pattern here? This is what I'm expecting. Sideways, we go down, boom, sideways, and then we're gonna bark right back up. I think this here, down, sideways, maybe up until about here, then bark right up. But that's all like the 8, maybe like the 9, I don't know. On a larger time scale, this is just the hourly. We saw something similar to this before too. This is not like the first time we saw something like this. We saw it here on the daily. Sideways, sideways, down, sideways, down a bit more, sideways, BART straight back up. Straight back up. So this BART is what I'm talking about. I think we see that again. Because crypto is just, in my opinion, not dead yet. And not a matter of yet. I don't think it's gonna die. I think this is the future. So alright, let me see. Yo, how do you know about Space Chain? That's funny. How do you know about Space Chain? Who are you? Who is T Reed? Who's T Reed? How do you know what? Why are you asking me about Space Chain? I've been talking about Space Chain for a very long time. It's one of my secret sleepers. I think people are very asleep on Space Chain. That's like my next Origin Trail play. And the impact of Space Chain might even be bigger than Origin Trail on humanity in the long. Actually, no, that can't be true, because one is knowledge. Origin Trail is knowledge, and human knowledge is the source of everything. So that, yeah, there's no comparison in that yet. All right, but one does have the infinite possibility of space and all its infinite resources and future developments. So it's like infinity versus human knowledge and the progress of humans itself, and what the value of that is. So do you value infinity more than what the infinite human creativity or human knowledge? And in my opinion, I think you need human knowledge to get access to the infinite space. So either way, human knowledge is the source of it. So Origin Trail would be more valuable. That's how I thought. That's how I think about Space Chain versus Origin Trail. Yeah, oh yes, thank you, happy birthday. Thank you for the happy birthday. Yeah, that hack, the KuCoin hack. Let's head back there. Let's take a look. Let's take a trip to an unfortunate past. Oh, this song is creepy. I don't like this song. Yeah, I like this. Is this right here? This is it, right? KuCoin? Yeah, I think this is it. So, and then up here, then 1500 sats, right? Yeah. So this is KuCoin. We had pumped from like nothing. So we bought in somewhere around here, or somewhere further. I think it was like 2018 even, 2019. I mean, we bought track. We pumped all the way up here with the BSI news. This was BSI. This was Origin Trail. No, this was scan. Right. This was scan use case. Scan pump. Right. We dropped with the initial scan pump. We went up with the scan pump. Then KuCoin got hacked. Right there. No, we dropped down, and we were about to enter our recovery, you know, for the massive sell-off. We were looking like we were due to recover and go straight up again. Then KuCoin hacked. And we lost all that momentum. All of that momentum crashed and burned. All, imagine that, all that marketing, all that hype, everything. Boom, you're dead. KuCoin hack, drop the price. So this is the buying opportunity he's talking about. This was a great opportunity. The people who bought, who even got in on these bottoms here back then. And then, oh, this was liftoff event. which to me was a great event in retrospect. But you have to understand it in retrospect. You have to see it in retrospect. And when you were there, it was kind of interesting. You just didn't understand what was really going on. Because all of the stuff they were talking about was new age. The whole knowledge economy thing, that was... Yeah, they were ahead of their time in terms of... But it's not that they were ahead of the time. Because trust me, there's a lot of scientific papers and research and other stuff that had been done on knowledge economies. But it was more of in a centralized and more nationalized perspective. It wasn't really from the perspective of a technological protocol. So the technological protocol implementation of a knowledge economy released by Origin Trail team come on, that's groundbreaking. It was revolutionary at the time. No regular minds would just be like, oh, I totally grasp the power of this. Today we still don't really, because I have some couple videos coming out on like Origin Trail and like the financial industry and whatnot. And bro, we do not yet understand what we're doing. This shit is either going to be humanity's greatest asset or greatest weapon. Who knows? This thing is very powerful and very dangerous. So whatever we're doing, imagine whatever Facebook could have done, we can do much greater in a healthier way by being human-centric. So it's up to us to build the direction of the technology. So by building in the way what we're doing in open structures, open networks, and then trying to have some sort of accountability built into the network, game theory, incentivization, so that you don't be a negative or not just affect the network negatively, but you don't really want to support a system that brings negative impact to humanity. So we can collectively remove our stake from those systems. So we can self-govern. In the new setup of V6, we can self-govern even. I think, if I'm understanding V6 correctly in terms of how you're going to be able to delegate your stake to these posts, we can self-govern whatever we want on the web. And if they have a ranking, we can make our rankings higher if we stake. So if I'm talking about web rankings, right? Let's say that we're talking about a Google web page rank, right? And this music is annoying. So let's say we have a domain on our website that we don't like. This is doing something they have a stake of 1,000 track on this list and they're popping up first, and we don't want that in our system we don't want that as the first thing we see. Well, we can demonetize or de-stake them by staking something else above them. There's different ways to manage these different things, and we could do this in a decentralized way. So for me, the power that it brings to our fingertips on the web is great. Nobody can just come and say, yo, I'm gonna solo pay for everything with all my accumulated master wealth. If it's them versus the power of the community, collectively this time. So I think the power the new version of V6 will bring in terms of how it operates with keywords and topics and staking, it's flexible. And that's just in the example of using it in a Google page ranking. There's different systems that we may be able to conform and shape this thing into. So yeah, whoever got in when we dipped to nothing, they're happy. They're happy campers. And those who bought in when this thing was just transforming data, when this thing was just bidding for jobs, when you were just creating these jobs on the network and posting data before we had marketplaces and freaking sci-fi futuristic knowledge embedded applications everywhere, then this thing is ubiquitous like nothing. This concept that was proposed at liftoff was just too much. But those of us who understood it over time, we grabbed on, we latched on deeper to Origin Trail. And today, when V6 comes out, we have DKG topics. That's what I just explained, or keywords. That's kind of what I just explained, the Google AdWords thing, where you're able to put a stake on something and it shows up as more preferable, or it has a higher, I guess it's more weighted in search, in the graph, because there's more stake on that. That's one implementation. And we're talking about the scalability that it also brings. Increased storage, optimized communication mechanisms within the network itself. The structure of the network is being reformed. It's literally, like, as I say, like a transformer. It's literally transforming into something beautiful. It's like a cocoon, you know, and the butterfly coming out. Boom. I'm just really excited. Really, really excited. Well, so has Spike said, human knowledge is not infinite, right? That's not true, in my opinion, and here's why. So we as humans have only accumulated so much amount of knowledge throughout history based on our experiences, right? And what happens as we create new technologies and new things? We have new experiences, which increases our knowledge. And when we increase our knowledge, we create new technology, which then creates even more new experiences. So the bounds of human knowledge, in theory, yes, in what it exists in its state today, yes, it is not theoretically infinite, but it is infinite because it can infinitely expand based on our own merits. So space itself is theoretically, scientifically, mathematically infinite. You know? So that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about that. It's not a direct comparison, but I'm talking about the infinite human knowledge, creativity, intuition, all of those different things combined in humanity is what Origin Trail really is. And it's going to allow us to be able to share it connected, without barriers, without centralized parties to discriminate against what's going on. We will be able to unleash human creativity in totality. There's not going to be limits on human imagination, human creativity, as the technology becomes more proliferated. So what you're going to see is a time period in human history when Origin Trail has become so predominant. You're going to see an exponential growth in human innovation. It's just going to be like boom, 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 boom. We're just going to be banging out some crazy shit. New discoveries, new that, new this, new that, new textiles, new clothing, new way of doing this. It's just going to explode like wildfire because of the nature of the decentralized knowledge graph and its open source and connectedness. It's just going to facilitate that. So it's just a matter of sitting back, giving the technology some time to mature, let it get into the hands of scientists, of governments, industry leaders like Walmart, Target, Home Depot. Let them start to build and innovate upon the protocol, because they're going to start being the ones that lets us know how it's going to go, right? But then the public side, whatever they create, if we don't like, we now have the exact same base for us to build a competitor. Imagine that. And we can make it even bigger and better. And you know what? If Walmart and they want to compete, all right, they have to think about what will get people to stop using that and use them.
So it's a constant embetterment. It just brings better user experience, customer experience, business experience. It's a better human experience. If it's human-centric. If it's not human-centric, this very same technology is a tool and it can be used for bad. So we have to look into how we govern the protocol and look at the type of people who are involved. That's why when you look at that's why with Origin Trail, measuring the team is very important. With this technology stack, with this sort of power over humanity's future, holy shit, you better make sure that these guys are good people. What the hell? If they are like some evil overlords, I mean, not that they will be governing the technology stack. That's not how it works. It's still open source and people can still do whatever they want. But you're going to want to make sure that the core builders, the people who work with enterprise, don't have, some craziness going on. And they're not bad people. They're not incentivizing bad things, generally speaking. You just want to make sure that they care. They actually care about being human-centric. And everything we've seen thus far coming up from the team has been that. And more. Even on a personal level. They're like friends. It's been fun. It's been genuinely fun. I must say. So, when we talk about that, that's why when I try to compare Origin Trail to other projects, or somebody say, yo, this project is doing great in DeFi, it's gonna do this and that. I'm like, boom, amazing. But does that niche outweigh humanity's collective wisdom and knowledge? I don't think so. Goodbye. So, and to me, it's like, okay, we know that, we know that, it's not like we don't know if Origin Trail is going to be adopted, right? It's not like it's some kind of random mystical play in the air where you're wondering if the thing is going to end up getting the adoption it needs and if it will be successful and if it's going to be great. No, you just saw BSI said, yo, we've integrated the core Origin Trail to the core of the backbone of our enterprise. The BSI Origin Trail Decentralized Knowledge Graph, they call it. You just saw Home Depot, Walmart, Target, the US government saying, yo, yeah, we're going to use this thing. Is it going to be successful? I just wonder what people think. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. People who at this point continue to doubt, and by the way, I'm not saying anybody is doubting. This is just my rant. This is a rant. This is an Amos rant, a live stream rant. So yeah, people who continue to doubt the project and throw like, oh, it's done. I just don't understand what you're seeing. I don't understand what you're seeing.
All right, let me read some more comments. Best decision not to be a blockchain due to a bottleneck and trade-off. DKG goes exponential.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Now, the DKG is not a blockchain. We connect two blockchains. This is very similar to Quant. Quant is not a blockchain. I do believe that they are about to launch a blockchain or something like that, but that's about a storage layer, if I remember correctly. Because I used to be into Quant. So I know the infrastructure, generally speaking. So they're not a blockchain either. They are a middle layer, and they kind of give you a gateway and access a portal into every other blockchain that's connected to their ecosystem. So it operates generally the same as Origin Trail in the sense that we are something that they connect through to access a whole bunch of other things. But there comes a key difference when you have access to a knowledge graph, a decentralized knowledge graph, embedded into the protocol at the protocol layer. So it's not like some additional add-on that you need to then integrate into every function of your business. No, it's at the protocol layer, right? So you literally, it's built into your applications by default, right? You get all this additional functionality, not just
the ability to interconnect with all the blockchains. You get all the semantic benefits of Web3 on the DKG, right? What can I do? Well, what does Google do? Everything. Google does everything. That's what we can do. Yeah, so everything. Do you guys know how suited a knowledge graph is for the financial industry? Do you guys know that top companies consider knowledge graphs the future of their financial enterprise? Do you guys know that? If you didn't know, well, now you know, because that's coming out in one of my next videos. I just dropped one of my videos for you guys here, but it's true. Top financial entities consider knowledge graphs the future of their enterprises. So we're going to be able to bring interoperability. We're going to be able to bring the future knowledge graph services embedded with that interoperability layer, and also interoperable with, you know, your IoT devices and all of that. Come on, bro. Now, Quant has a very particular use case, and it's great. It can be, actually, Quant is very open. You know, it can be used for a lot of diverse things. Like, you can build web stores on Quant in a decentralized way. You can have a decentralized Amazon on Quant. You could do all of that, and you could do a lot with technology, because it's not like it doesn't work. It works for their use case. And for the people who says that Quant doesn't have anything, I don't agree with that, because if Quant didn't have anything, they wouldn't have been working with some of the largest banking networks. They literally have something. Simba is working with Quant. That's a fact. So they have something. I don't like when people do that. They have something, right? So, but it's just a difference here. And my play is on that difference. So by off-burdening, taking the burden, taking the DKG, taking the ODN, all of that off of a blockchain network, we don't have to worry about all the inefficiencies that come with running one as well, or managing one. Now, that's going to change a little bit with, you know, the parachain, because we will be running our own, but it's still, we're not truly running our own. It's more like, because of course the relay chain on Polkadot takes care of consensus, so you don't have to really worry about getting to all the decentralized, that decentralized factor where you have to worry about ensuring your system is stable against a 51% attack, right? We don't have to worry about making sure our validators stay up. We don't have to worry about going to each entity in whatever, wherever, what government entity, saying, yo, do you guys want to run an Origin Trail validator node? Go into, I don't know, some other crypto projects, maybe Akala. Hey, Akala, do you want to run an Origin Trail validator node? Instead of doing that, we don't have to do that anymore. We just kind of build our stuff and plop it on there, and it works. And it's secure. So it's not the same. You understand what I'm saying? It's not the same as running your own blockchain, really. Well, blockchain entire network. But it is your own. It's a parachain. That's what it is, a shard, you know? So, I mean, what we're doing is, the thing about it is we have so many layers to our technology stack, right? You know, we go from having our ODN, which is the peer-to-peer decentralized network, where you're able to spit data on that, right? But then the DKG formats that into something that's beautiful, right? Something that can be used for different industries in different ways, right? Those two things exist by themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're already standalone products. They're already working today. We already have scan factories on our network being used, audits on our network being used. That's real. So all the additional stuff, we are V6 for me. The majority of what's coming that I truly care about are the optimizations. You know what I'm saying? This music is a bit too hot for me. I need to chill out. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, so V6 is gonna be really an upgrade. In fact, So it says, at the same time, the core developers have been intensively working on various frameworks for the ODN and updates to core protocols, which will be implemented in the upcoming major version 6 update on the ODN. Together, blah, 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 blah. So these improvements and additional features will materialize in the V6 version of the ODN, bringing many network scaling improvements and better efficiency of storage utilization to enable the network to support higher load required by, do you guys see this? Do you guys read this sentence? Do you guys read this statement? Bringing many network scaling improvements and better efficiency of storage utilization, storage, to enable the network to support higher loads. Higher loads required by the new features and demand of the Origin Trail knowledge economy. This V6, what's coming here, the upgraded version of Origin Trail, is going to be astonishing. It's going down in Origin Trail history for sure. So it's one of the things that I'm just sitting here waiting, baby. I'm just waiting. I'm very patiently waiting for this baby, because I know what's going to come for her. And of course, I was just talking to you about DKG topics, right? So in the context of someone having like a malicious link somewhere, or some malicious whatever in a system, right? And I'm not saying that the Origin Trail, like, you still have to build the interface for this thing to work the way I'm imagining it. So that's why I'm talking. It sounds weird because there's a lot of missing pieces that I'm just assuming you guys will understand. But let's say you have some sort of interface and a voting mechanism where you have your links for some sort of system where it's based on your stake and it pops up and tracks. Well, we can implement a self-governing system based on, you know, that amount of stake. So we can de-stake them, or, you know, make them great on that particular use case, that particular website, that particular application. You know what I'm saying? You guys understand what I'm saying? So I wish I had an example, but so what I'm saying is this can be used for so many ways in governance, is basically what I'm trying to say. DKG topics is not just that, from what I understand, and no one has told me this. This is my interpretation. As the future of this thing expands, I see the concept for governance embedding itself into this fundamental layer of the ODN, of the DKG, of V6. So I think it's just going to be fun to see what people build. That's really the next thing, right? What interfaces are people going to build? What technologies are people going to release? What things people are going to come up with? Is it going to be a fun future? I am telling you right now, it will be fun. Especially, oh my God. Don't let me get into the concept of UALs. They're universal asset locators. We're not gonna go there. We're just not. Because NFTs, the world has yet to really understand what has been unleashed. Bro, what we are doing on with V6 for NFT, for the NFT space, for DeFi, we're bringing order. We're bringing that boom bang. We're bringing everything that this thing needs to really hit the level that we see it to be. So what we envision the world of crypto to be, we can't achieve that without knowledge graph. That's one of our limiting factors. It's something that nobody really knows that we're missing. Nobody understands that we're missing that. That is one of the final pieces to make crypto real to us in a modern traditional sense. So the knowledge graph component, the knowledge component, the semantic component, when this is unleashed upon crypto in a real way, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Ooh, let's talk about speculation of Coinbase NFT. So, the speculation on Coinbase NFT is, if I remember correctly, because I haven't looked into it for some time, is that because Coinbase might be allowing some sort of open access, they have like this multi-platform network. Since Origin Trade is already multi-platform and can cross-communicate, you know, assets and whatnot, because when you think about it, no matter what chain the asset lives on, it's just going to be brought onto the decentralized knowledge graph and live there. So it's an open pool of verifiable assets, verifiable data, linked verifiable data. So it's perfect for Coinbase use case. In fact, if they were smart, if Coinbase were smart, that's exactly what I would do to future-proof my implementation as well. You're gonna be the first NFT store on Coinbase with semantics embedded into your layer, right? And cross-chain functionality, pure decentralization, not the inorganic bullshit 101 node decentralization, real decentralization, enterprise Fortune 500, US CPB, US Custom Border Protection, ready, certified, British Standard Institution, pharmaceutical industry, certified, EU government, EU Commission, open PKG, backed, certified layer. You're going to be using that. I think it's a good choice. You know what I'm saying? So if that does happen, I don't see why it can't work. Let's look at the Origin Tier technology stack. Let's look at the Origin Tier technology stack. Let's talk about some speculations. If that's what you guys want to talk about, let's talk about some speculation. The decentralized knowledge graph. Basically, this is what I'm trying to explain here. What we can see is in Coinbase they mentioned that their NFT store is cross-chain, right? So how are they achieving that? We don't know, right? They could be achieving cross-chain compatibility in various ways, to be fair with you. So I'm not saying that Origin is the only one that does it. I'm just explaining the conspiracy. So some community members are assuming, because of our decentralization factor and because of how adopted we are in the enterprise world, and all of that combined, we are a perfect fit for what Coinbase is announcing as their new NFT store. To that, I say it is a strong possibility based on the technological implementation. That is the only perspective I'm speaking from. In terms of research or hints or clues or whatever, I do not know. I really do not. It would be great because as I just explained, Origin Trail has all the credentials, it has all the metrics, all the things it needs to really gain this kind of adoption. And as you can see, nobody was expecting Origin Trail to make it to Coinbase. We made it to Coinbase before a lot of coins. Okay? We made it to Coinbase before a lot of coins. So we have already shown that we can achieve what people think we can. And with our connections to Greg Kidd, who is an advisor for Coinbase, who has a seed investor in Coinbase. You guys know Greg Kidd, right? Let's take a look. Where is it? It's Trace Alliance landscape. Is it here? There we go. Here's Greg Kidd. But first, this is what we're talking about here, right? We're talking about this kind of adoption. If you were to say Origin Trail is being leveraged by Coinbase, I'm going to scream and shout and yell and say I'm excited and happy, right? You know, I would be great, excited, but I will not be totally impressed because it's not out of my imagination. I would expect that. I'm expecting that level of adoption and respect in the future for Origin Trail because of what it is. And we already see that today. So there's no question in my mind that it is a possibility. Yes, I do accept it as a possibility. But when we start talking about Greg Kidd and his influence, you know, this guy here at Global ID, he's I think the CEO of Global ID or COO or something, Global ID. I think he started, yeah, CEO, right here. He's the CEO. He has a lot of influence. You guys seeing this? He was the chief risk officer at Ripple. This investment company, Hard Yakka, what's their investment profile like? Do you guys know? Do you guys see that? Is it possible that Coinbase and Track may be working together? I don't know. Yes, it is possible, but no one knows. But these are the people that are interested in Track. Look at their investment profile. And they have openly invested in Origin Trail. They're openly working with Origin Trail. And they have also been announced that they're going to assist in putting assets onto the Origin Trail. So we're going to find out what that looks like. We just have no idea. Could that Coinbase sort of collaboration be an example of Hard Yakka standing true to their word and assisting with one of their investments or making one of the investments work with another investment? I do not know. But that could be. Or maybe they themselves have their own stuff, like their own plan for the Origin Trail ecosystem. Maybe they plan to launch their own NFT stores, their own business, you know? So we'll see with time. Yeah, someone says here, the fact that Trax tech can be used across the whole Polkadot ecosystem through Substrate makes me so hyped. And the great thing about it is it's not just Polkadot, right? Because that palette is EVM compatible, and they're working with a non-EVM compatible implementation. So when you start thinking about how the DKG start expanding with Polkadot, and then they move some Polkadot to Ethereum, then they move some Ethereum to Cosmos, and then move some Cosmos to AVAX, and from AVAX to Binance Chain, from Binance Chain to Solana, from Solana to, we're already on Matic, we're already on Polygon, we're already on XDAI. It's going to, all these people, when they start realizing that, because remember, it's not open in terms of, people aren't really aware of, people aren't really building from the crypto community, at least to our knowledge, because now we see that Akala was building, so maybe there's more. Because if we remember correctly, Origin Trail was chilling, they looked pretty comfortable with the Energy Web team. So what's going on there? I see you. What are you doing? Anyway, so as all these other ecosystems start to cross-sect, and we start seeing the proliferation of the DKG and developers starting to understand, oh my gosh, I can actually create some sort of hybrid system. Or, oh my gosh, my old application would be great to feed into this new one in this new way, or some sort of implementation. Oh my gosh, I just realized that these two IoT devices can actually be leveraged synergistically to create a new IoT device, which has an even greater effect on humanity. Oh my gosh, these different realizations take place over time, but it needs to be through developers reaching the technology stack, playing around with it. And what you guys saw they're doing with Origin Trail Academy, all of these things, the Akala integration. Akala is Polkadot's DeFi hub. Akala is Ethereum of Polkadot. It's the Ethereum Polkadot, but sister, twin, thing, hybrid, monster, baby, child, man, woman, lady, dog, animal. So no one really knows what, Akala is. It's maker, stable coins, and trading, lending, assets, collateralizations, all of that in one product. It's multiple. We'll dive into that. That's a video. So when you see all of these things come together to create, they're realizing what they can do on the DKG. Man, what do you think is going to happen? It's just going to explode in creativity. This is what I'm talking about. So hold on. Origin Trail it's looking great for the future. It's looking great. Yes, ULs are all right. Let me read. I think the stream is getting a bit long. I don't want to bore you guys and tire you guys out with all this. Of course, we're gonna have more streams over time. I'm just chilling out. Really, I don't have anything to do with my birthday, which is why I'm here. I said today I'm chilling with you guys. So, but I can hop off really soon. I can hop off. Staking on assets is the process of democratization. Yeah. I was just reading through the comments. Most of you guys, yeah. So I'm really thankful for you guys for hanging out. I think I'm probably gonna cut the stream off soon. What do you guys think? Huh? I think so. I've been on here for an hour and 48 minutes. Now, one thing I will be doing in the future is streaming some games. If you guys enjoyed the content today, just give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'm just very excited about the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and stay beautiful, stay happy. Oh wait, I was supposed to talk to you guys about the podcast, but you know what? We'll do that another time. It's fine. I'll just do something else. We'll be talking a lot anyway. So yeah, I do have a surprise coming up for you guys this week. For you guys that stayed around till the end here, you're gonna get a little snippet this week. All those other guys, they jumped off too early. This week is gonna be some very special content coming out frequently. And I think as of maybe around Tuesday until Friday or Saturday, very special content. So look out for that, okay? It's gonna be something you haven't seen before, but it's not. It's connected to some things. So just look forward to that. I'm excited for you guys, and I hope that Bitcoin doesn't die. All right, love you guys. I'm gonna head out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Really, I just did what my mind led me to do. Like, I just was hanging out. I didn't really do much. Let me know genuinely in the comments down below, like, how you feel about the stream, because I want to know what you guys like to see in streams and what you guys want to see moving into the future. So just let me know if there's like particular stuff you want to see. You like this stuff? Do you guys like this? Like, is this what you want? Just sitting down, chilling, going through the market, doing stuff like talking about Bitcoin's price, track price, this stuff. Do you guys like this? Is this what you want to see? You know, I can do this. I can do this too, and but I will also be doing the gaming content with some of my friends from the Trinidad and Tobago. So let me know what you guys like. All right. All right, guys, I'm signing out. It was so nice to stream with you guys today. Have a beautiful day. I love you all. Stay frosty, stay beautiful. You know, do all the things that you need to do today. Get some food, drink some water. Buy some track. You know, wait. This is not financial advice, right? Yeah, I'm just kidding. No, for real, it's not. So don't do it. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. It's not. It's definitely not. Definitely not.